So, in part one, we talked about getting ready to be here for our worship on Sunday. Now, part two, we want to focus on how we worship on Sunday, because it will be a little different, especially how we receive Holy Communion. So, as we worship on Sunday, as you find yourself in your pews, you'll be doing so with your mask on. Every third pew will be available for you to be seated. Unfortunately, as you arrive at church and at the end of Mass after church, I will not be available to be greeting and saying hello as I customarily do. So masks will be on, I will not be greeting, and while instrumental music will be happening at various parts during the Mass, there will be no congregational singing, and we will not have a cantor leading us in song. Nearly all of the Mass parts will be reciting, even those things that we typically sing. So now we want to focus on, very practically, how to receive communion in this new way. Body of Christ. So let's take a look at what we just saw happen. 4 simple steps for receiving communion. Step number 1, approach the priest with hand flat and wide open to easily receive the host. Step number 2, step to the side, grasp the host with your hand so as to prevent it from falling to the ground. Step number 3, remove mask, pick up host, and consume. Step number 4, return mask and return to your place. So let's take a look and see that happen again one more time. Body of Christ. So at this point, we've had a chance to show what Mass is going to look like as we celebrate it on Sunday. There are, however, a couple of questions that folks might have. What if? 3 of them in particular. What if the minister makes contact with my hand? Second, what if the host should fall to the ground? Third, what if I may not feel comfortable receiving communion at this time? So, first, what if? What if the minister makes contact with your hand? Here's what will happen. Minister will stop, place vessel on table, sanitize hands, pick up vessel, and return to administer communion. Second, what if? What if the host should fall to the floor? Minister will stop, pick up purificator, retrieve host from floor, place it on the table where it will stay until after Mass, and it will be taken back to the sacristy to be cared for appropriately there, and minister will continue to administer communion. Third, what if? What if I just don't feel comfortable receiving communion quite yet? It's perfectly okay. What we'll find is, as soon as the priest begins to receive communion, the lector will lead everyone in the spiritual communion prayer to help those who may not be comfortable receiving communion right now, and also for those who will be participating in Mass in the recorded version, which they'll watch later in the day. So, the very last thing that happens, of course, with celebrating Sunday Mass is leaving the church. And we'd like to invite everyone to please follow the following process. First, follow the directions of the ushers. They will invite everyone to leave 1 pew row at a time, beginning with the last row and moving forward pew by pew to the front of church, the opposite of how we usually process to receive communion. Second, when you leave your pew, we ask you to please leave directly by the exit that is behind you, and keep that mask on all the way until you return to your vehicle. Also, we would invite you to please do your best to refrain from congregating or socializing together as we normally do, because we really do enjoy the opportunity to gather and to be together during this time. We want to be very careful that we do not inadvertently transmit this very transmissible virus to those that we love and care about.